Hey, Rob Fightmaster here with you from Fightmaster Fly Fishing. We are today going to show you how to tie a perfection loop. Very useful knot. You could use a loop knot for a variety of things. This particular one is probably used more than anything to put a loop in the butt section of a leader so that you can make a loop-to-loop connection with your fly line. What you want to do is start out just taking this tag end here that's in my right hand and cross behind the main line and pinch that so that you have a loop. I'm going to then take the tag end again, coming around the same direction and making a loose loop. I'm not pulling that tight, and it should leave the big loop and a little split in the two with that small loop. This looks harder than it is. It might take a little practice, but I'm going to take this tag end now and split those two loops, just kind of coming right between them. I'll pinch that in my other fingers, and then after I have everything secure, I'm going to reach through the big loop and pull the small loop back through. So we start out splitting those loops. I'm going to pinch everything. Oops, it's being a little unruly on me. There we go. Now I'll reach back through the big loop and pull that small loop on through. With a little practice, you can kind of get to where you can manipulate this knot, like cinching down here and there, sort of almost wiggling the knot up or down to make a smaller or a bigger loop. Once you've got it snug, it's kind of hard to tighten that because you don't have anything good to hold on to. On the stream, I'll often use my hemostats. In this scenario, I'll just take my scissors, put it in the loop, and then I can get a little more leverage there to pull that tight. So we're left with a pretty nice uniform loop. You can see how the main line comes straight off of the loop. On a lot of other loop knots, it's cockeyed more. You get a little bit of a hinge, which can make that leader when you cast land a little crooked as well. So the perfection loop, everything just comes off there nice and straight. Now, if we wanted to connect it to a fly line, we would use just a very simple loop-to-loop connection. It essentially makes a square knot, and this makes things so much easier on the stream than having to tie a knot every time that you're going to change your leader out. It also protects the fly line where you're not constantly cutting away at it. So most fly lines will have some sort of loop on them. Today, the majority of them you find are going to have some kind of a welded loop in them. So to make this connection, all you do is take the fly line loop, put it through the leader loop, and we'll pinch onto that, and then I'll find the other end of the leader and bring it back up through the fly line loop. As a shortcut, of course, I just have kind of some junk monofilament here, but when I'm using like a 9-foot leader, that can be a pain to find that 9 feet away. So as a shortcut, I just grab it right here and fold it over and poke it through, and then you can just sort of feed the rest of the leader through, pull it snug, and you've got a connection. If you do this knot correctly, you should end up with a little bit of a square knot.